Hello. Hopefully everything's working. This is my first really. This is my first time. Okay, it's not my first video. I've made videos in the past, but it's my first time doing it this way with two cameras. I'm trying to set it up. OBS Studio. Thank you, gamer people. Thank you for helping and putting and putting information out there on how to set this kind of stuff up. So I want to do some art. I want to chat while I do the art. Have my face in there. Yeah, I'm gonna draw some lady. I've been doing a lot of planners. If you're a planner person, art journal person, journaling type person, you'll probably like this. Should I take my glasses off? I don't see so well with my glasses when I'm looking at stuff up close, but I do want to be able to look up the screen and see what's going on. I don't know. I'm gonna take them off for now. No, because I can't see that. It's scaring me. Okay, sorry. Planner people, journal people, people who make art at home. This is probably a good video for you. If you're not, you may not like it. Regardless, I'm trying to work on making art and then learning how to digitize it. I really haven't done that before. I mean, I understand, okay, you take a picture of something and then what, you put it on a computer, and I guess it's digital. It's a digital file, but I know that there's more to it. But what, like, is that more? Anyway, why is this other computer doing this? I have a picture pulled up in the other computer because when I do art, I usually do portraits. I like to start from a face reference. Sometimes I'll just do a face. I'll just try to draw a face. It's no face that I know. So, sometimes I think it's a little bit better to draw from a reference because then you can see if you're doing it right or not. But I ain't gonna show y'all. I ain't gonna show y'all what I'm drawing from just in case I do a crappy job. Because you might be like, oh, it looks great until you see what I was trying to do. But I got a lady, she's sweaty, and I'm going to draw her because I want to put June beside it. And then I want to shrink this thing down and put it in my planner and say June. Does that make sense? So, yeah, she's mad sweaty, and the shoulders is supposed to be bigger. I'm trying to just kind of start with a little sketch here. I feel like my camera keeps going in and out. I don't know why. But, yeah. If I press that, will it do? I don't know. I'll learn. I got this big, huge, fat. It's not huge, but it's a kind of a fat, like, pencil. I think it's because my leg keeps touching it. I'm trying to move. I got this fat pencil. My daughter sharpened it last night. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about nothing, but whatever. My daughter sharpened it last night, and it was just sitting there looking so fresh and ready to use. I said, yes, I'm going to use that. Anyway, so I'm starting to do the sketching. I like to do kind of, I guess, expressionist. I don't know. I went to college for art history, and I don't remember a lot of the names and words for stuff at this point. I've been out of college for so long. I don't even remember the names of stuff. The neck I'm giving her looks quite thick for my taste. I feel like I'm gonna just make that a little bit thinner. I don't know what's going on with this eraser. It might work well, it might not. So I'm just gonna try it out because I want wide shoulders, thin neck. Wide shoulders looking good. Thin neck, okay. I can also tell that she looks a little asymmetrical. I'm gonna have to work on this. When I tell you I don't be remembering the words for nothing, jam. I got one of those things where your mind is different. But since people feel a way about talking about it all the time, I'll just say my mind is different, and sometimes I forget words to stuff. Sure, plenty of you do too, especially if you got kids. Okay, so Drawing the face, she has a very defined cheeks. Forehead is kind of all the way down to there, I think. Nose is maybe here. This is like, it's a slightly, the picture is slightly from underneath. Um, One thing I hate drawing, I love drawing portraits, right? And everybody has their own style. Like there's somebody I follow on Instagram and they always draw the women with their eyes closed and it's so beautiful. But everybody has their own style. So I'm gonna say one thing I hate drawing, the mouth looks nothing like what the mouth looks on there, is teeth. I think teeth look so dumb when you draw them, but I'm sure some people can do it, but whenever I try to do it, it looks ridiculous. Um, should I even be recording my face if most of the time I'm looking down to see what my art is doing? What y'all think? This mouth is not where it's supposed to be. So something proportionally I have wrong. But okay, let's start. Maybe if I make the chin, okay, and then the cheek is doing something over here. That's the forehead, right? This is another cheek over here doing something. She looked alien. If I could get into drawing aliens, that would be kind of cool. Okay, that was the chin, right? Okay, so the chin, the bottom lip is kind of coming there. The mouth is it has space. The nose is not far from the mouth. I think that might be the right proportion. So we'll make a little circle for the nose. I ain't even gonna start thinking about the eyes yet, cause okay. Now mouth, I'm gonna make like just some shapes, some ovals for the mouth for now. And then I'll go back and like kind of darken things, define things. I want to make this into a watercolor. I've been getting really into watercolor lately, and I think it looks so beautiful when it's like people use it in their journals and whatnot. But okay, so we're doing that, and then I do want to like be able to talk about topics, but I didn't prepare anything because, like I said, this is my first time doing this camera setup, so I'm pretty new to this. It's kind of overstimulating. Like, there's a lot going on. So as far as like what I really want to do is just kind of chat with you guys about like movies and entertainment and things like that, and then maybe also sometimes chat about like art or styles or talk about whatever it is that I'm doing on the page. Her nose has a little broad here, so I'm just gonna make a kind of a triangle and just a thing like that. And then let's get into these eyebrows, honey. Let's get into it. So okay. So sorry, I was back to listen. If you're a person who needs a straightforward conversation that's not all over the place, I understand. You got to do what you got to do. That's probably not what I'm going to be able to do because my mind works a mile a minute, especially right now for something new. Maybe once I get settled in, I won't do that. But for now, girl, you're going to have to deal with it or click off. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about Game of Thrones. I've watched it several times through. I've watched a lot of people react to it. I've read, kind of didn't do the best with like reading and finishing the book, but I did start the book a couple times. Oh my God, it's one of the most amazing stories I've ever read. It's just something about like character studies when you're just, I mean, of course you want plot, right? Of course you want to know what they did, why they did it, what was going on, what happened. You want to know all that. But when you start to know the characters and their internal struggles, and it's like they're so flawed, but you just love them, I think that that is amazing. That's the kind of the movies and shows that I kind of flock to, I guess, are the ones that the it's really about the characters. It's really about their. I wanted to round her head out. The girl on the picture is kind of square, but this one, oh, the camera is going in and out. I am so sorry. I don't know if there's something to do to make it not do that. Like to just make it fixed. Okay, I'm scared to touch anything. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Also, damn, wouldn't it be nice to know how long? Oh, okay, I've been going for 10 minutes. Okay, it does tell me how long. I don't know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing. I mean, I know something, but not enough, clearly. So anyway, so I love Game of Thrones, and my husband recently was like, hey, we just finished watching Fallout, which was amazing. First 8 episodes, super violent, super over the top, sci-fi, wasteland, character studies, everything that you could want. So we just finished Fallout, and we enjoyed like kind of, you remember how back in the day you don't binge, you before, you know, streaming and stuff, you don't binge. You gotta come home every night or once a week and look forward to your show. We're kind of like thinking that might be kind of fun. Bring back that sort of like anticipation, and sort of like maybe you don't have to have everything. Like, okay, you don't have to watch 50 freaking episodes just because it's available. Like you can, what's the word? It's kind of like you let yourself go without something. You kind of allow yourself to not, it's not suffer, but it's just, it's like a patience thing. Listen, I don't know. I made her face a little bit thinner than the person there because I like how that looks a little bit thinner. Those cheekbones are killing me. They are really intense. Not really what I'm used to drawing, but I'll rock with it. Okay, so she's coming along. Every time I give the girl eyelashes, I feel a little bit better. I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, the lashes are there. Okay, it's one of my portrait girls. Got it. I know it's kind of ridiculous. So, yeah, got those collarbones popping, and just giving her neck some muscles. And this would be unique if I just left her bald. That'd be kind of fire. But I don't want her to be bald. A lot of times I give my girls big curly hair. The thing going in and out is driving me crazy. But I don't know, like, you know what? Maybe it's trying to focus when my hand is coming in. I'm going to have to try to fix that, like, another time, because I'm the type of person, if I get too fixated on something, and then I'll be in my 50s like, man, remember when I was going to make YouTube videos, but I couldn't figure that one thing out, so I didn't do it. Gosh. So to keep myself from doing that, let's just rock with it, roll with it, lean with it. Okay, so I'm giving her some hair now. Girl in the picture has braids. I don't really even know how to make this look like braids. She's looking fire. Okay, she's looking pretty good. I want to write June there, but I don't want to write it with my pencil. I feel like I want to do the watercolor, and then when I go back in with a little bit of detailing with a pen, then write June. But in the meantime, let's give this girl, like, where are her? So I picked her because she's sweaty. because I think June is hot, right? So sweaty. I don't know. That might be weird, but that's why I picked her. So I'm just gonna kind of like make shapes where there needs to be pure white, because that's like where her sweat marks are. The way I'm describing this picture is wild. That's where all her sweat is. The big marks. See, that's just white on this side. It's not really, or it's light. I don't know. It's like a reflection. Y'all, some people know that art stuff. I don't really know the real terms. So it's like a reflection of a reflection type of thing. But let's give her a little. I don't know how you make her look moist other than this. Moist. Sorry, I know some people hate that word. We're gonna do that. Now this one, her lips are downturned a little bit, and I have been progressing with my art, and it's been really helping me, and I kind of been feeling more of an upturned, like a slight smile, a little schmize, like what's her name? Tyra Banks said, and why was I gonna say 40-year-old virgin? Tyra Banks was in 40-year-old virgin? What the hell? Top model. Anyway, her forehead don't got no shine on it. I feel like the forehead has got to have shine on it. It needs shine. It must be shiny. Shiny. Sorry, I must be a little nervous. Probably why I'm being weird. I'm gonna just put that shine. That shine wasn't there, but I think it'll look cute. So anyway, I like drawing portraits of girls, women. I just think women are just so beautiful. Sometimes I'll draw men. Mostly, like, if I'm gonna draw a man, it's probably gonna be my husband. But sometimes I have a one person who just the colors of his skin, and he has some flowers in his hair, I think. But it was the colors were so pretty because he was like a lighter tone. So it was like the lighter tones like a tannish kind of a orangey, and then the flowers were like a dark pink or red, and then I think he had like a purple do-rag on. It was just like right up my alley because I love those pink and purples and like teals and yellow. I love yellow. Orange can get in there sometime. I can do orange at times. Now I'm just like kind of putting some shading in. I think shading with watercolor is really pretty. So I am doing that just wherever I can see that it makes sense. And yeah, like I said, I kind of go off. I don't really stick to what I am using as a reference a lot of times. I just use it as a reference to kind of give me a jumping off point. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I was supposed to be talking a little bit about Game of Thrones. So we start back watching Game of Thrones, and we've watched episode 1. With we deprived ourselves of watching all of it. We watched episode 1. Good Lord. From the jump. I hope y'all know what that means. I mean, it's probably going to be my people watching this, so y'all probably know what it means. But from the beginning, they were hinting at stuff. I didn't realize it until I'm now back watching it. From the beginning, it just had such a strong atmosphere and strong like character development. Okay, so let me try to think of a couple of things. Okay, so beginning of Game of Thrones, the first thing you meet is the White Walkers. Really, you meet the dude who has run. This is for people who have seen this show or want to recap, or all over the place recap. I will not be reading comments. I've done social media before, and I already know how y'all get, so it is what it is. Anyway, it starts with the White Walkers, right? So that kind of lets you know this is the big threat. This is the real threat. Now, how they play that out in later seasons, But yeah, this is the real threat is the walkers. I think I'm done with the pencil. I'm going to move on to creating color. And June, what colors do we want? I gotta have orange and yellow, like sunshine. I'm gonna take my glasses off so I can see this a little better. I gotta have orange and yellow for sunshine. Or I have this little palette here that has like a metallic. Oh, you probably won't even. Oh, maybe you can see the metallic. Oh, I took my glasses off so I can't see up there. Um, so it starts off with the White Walkers, and it's telling us like this is the real threat. This is really where there's going to be a problem is these creatures that we are afraid of and we don't believe in. So Guy deserts his post, runs away because the damn White Walkers, which are like zombie-like creatures, right, killed his partners that he was the members of the Night's Watch, which are a brotherhood who watched the wall that separate everybody from these White Walkers. So around where these like highlights are, I'm gonna put yellow, and I'm gonna also use yellow to like where general highlights are on the face. So he's deserted his post because he encountered these White Walkers, and it was like a terrifying experience. Of course, they killed the other people he was with. He's like, I'm not doing this. You can kill me. I'm not about to be zombie food. So the person who is Ned Stark, we love him. He has to behead the man. He has to give him justice because that's what they do. That's that time period. And it kind of is showing like, okay, you could tell he doesn't want to do this to the man, but his sense of morality and justice makes him go ahead and do it. So now we know a little bit about that character, right? And he makes his son come because his son has to be able to see things like this. Like we have to sometimes do stuff like this, I guess is the whole point. We have to sometimes give justice to people or whatever. So you can already see like he's not trying to be mean. He's not trying to be evil and just, okay, I'm just going to kill this dude. Like he's regretful about it. So it gives you a sense of who he is as a person. And then I've never watercolored on this paper. I hope it works. Shoot. I thought it was mixed media paper, but now I'm not so sure. Anyway, then like in the course of time, you see like he has children, and one of his children, the little boy he had come with him when he had to do the head chopping, Bran. Y'all probably know the show, so I'm gonna act as if you know the show instead of recapping it. How about we do that? So I would say from the jump, one of the first things that Jon Snow says to Bran. Jon Snow is Bran's brother from another mother. So one of the first things he says, our father's looking at us. So because Bran is trying to shoot an arrow. And then he said, and your mother. So the way it was worded, you all off rip, you knew, oh, okay, Jon Snow and him have the same father, not the same mom. Okay, that there's some beef there. That's probably not going to be so good. Which is interesting because, hold on, isn't Ned this super honorable dude? What's up with that? Okay, so you know that from the beginning. You know that there are zombies. You know that there's like a family dynamic because her sister, the Bran little boy, his sister comes and Arya comes, shoots an arrow behind him and gets the bullseye. So you know, okay, Arya is interested in maybe things that are more male centric because she doesn't want to stay doing sewing with her sister. She wants to go out and do like things that I guess would be traditionally male. But it's just I just love the fact that from the beginning you start to see like how everybody is, who they are as people. You have Sansa, that's one of the sisters. She's doing her sewing. She's loving it. It's amazing. She's having a great time. Well, maybe she's not. I don't know, but she was at least was doing her duty. But then her sister immediately, as soon as she could get out away, she's gone. Then Jon Snow, he's helping out his little brother, but you can tell he's some sort of outcast with the family. Later, it's just revealed like he's just the bastard son of Ned Stark. Although, for those who have watched, no, surprise, surprise, no, he's not. There's more to that as well. But yeah, I was just so impressed with how they started off. Is it echoing? I have a every time I look at the picture of the person I'm drawing, ooh, that scared me. Every time I look at the picture of the person I'm drawing, I get scared because she kind of look a little something. Also, I like to draw. I like to paint with colors that are just not, not really found in humans, like rainbow colors, kind of. I just think it's pretty, so I do that, and I will do that. But anyway, so they get word that a longtime friend, like what's her name? So Ned's wife, Catelyn, her brother-in-law, who was also like a father to her husband, and also the hand of the king. So think of like the king's main advisor. He dies, and then the king is immediately coming to visit with them, and they know, ah, shit, he's gonna ask me to become the hand of the king. I'm gonna do that shit. So the king comes, and there's so much like that you learn about everybody again. So the king, he's first thing he does makes a joke about how fat that Ned got, and it's like, okay, this is a guy who likes a good time. But then next thing you know, take me to your crypts. I want to see her. He wants to see the woman he was really in love with. That woman being Ned's sister, who has passed away, who has since passed away. So, he has some depth to him as a character, but he's also a lot to deal with because he's the king. So he definitely acts like he's the king and the one in charge, and says what he wants, does what he wants. So we also meet his wife, who she's just like got a fucking sour face to begin with. First thing she has is just a sour face, just So you know that she's gonna be annoying. You know that she's gonna be unlikable. And then her brothers, and one is called the Imp. He's a dwarf. First thing he's doing, he's at the whorehouse having some sex. And then his brother coming in and like kind of like, hey, we need you to come to dinner. We need you to get out of here. Come the heck on. But notice he doesn't partake. That's interesting. His brother's like, for all intents and purposes, nice looking dude. Like, what's up with him? Where's his woman at? But one of the things that I noticed that really shocked me and was so interesting is that as they were talking, so Tyrion, the imp, the dwarf, basically said that why does my sister want me to come to dinner? Because his sister wanted him to come to dinner. Why does my sister want me to come to dinner? And says something along the lines of like, we have our family has strange tastes. And his brother says, or she has strange taste, talking about his sister, right? And his brother says, that's a family trait. And as you know, there's some incest going on here. So the Jaime and Cersei Lannister are in a sexual relationship. So I just thought it was funny that before even anything that Jaime said, it's a family trait that we have weird taste. Like we have strange taste. And it was such good foreshadowing. Right now I'm just going in and I'm trying to like the areas where the face would normally have shadows and darkness and where I put some of that shading for my pencil. I'm going in with this red and doing that. Red is not a color I like that much, but Um, I'm going to use it in this instance because I think it'll be, I don't know. I just think it kind of shows summer. And since I want to put June and use this as like a sticker in my journal, uh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just sculpting out those areas and trying to let some of the red just kind of bubble up and deepen and stuff. Anyway, yeah. When he said that, I was shook. I said, "Oh, so from the beginning, did Tyrion know?" Are you able to see it pretty good? Yeah, it looks like you can see the where I'm going so far. Tyrion knew. If he didn't know, he had a suspicion that they was humping. Like, dang. Imagine you're the dwarf that everybody makes fun of for being the dwarf of your family. The dwarf of your family? Is that like being the black sheep of the family? Like, is that what we could call it now? The dwarf of the family? That's funny. Anyway, imagine being the dwarf of the family, but you know that your siblings are having sex with each other. Like, okay. Let me think if there were any other scenes that was like, wow, they from the beginning. Like, I like how they just kind of gave you an understanding of who each character was, no more than one or two lines. Of course, we know how that episode ends, that Bran is climbing and finds Cersei and Jaime having sex, and Jaime pushes him off of the tower, attempting to kill him pretty much. Um, crazy beginning to a show. Amazing way to show like these are the characters and this is this person's attitude and this is that person's attitude, because you know the first thing you think is Jaime is a piece of work. Like, he's horrible. You think Jaime's horrible, you think Cersei is horrible. Their son doesn't say a word. Oh yeah, that's right, they have kids. They have kids together. I know you know, but I'm just saying it because it still shocked me. But their son doesn't say a word and you're like, I don't like this kid. Like, you just don't like him. He just gives you that vibe where you know you're not going to like him. And he's horrible. And he does end up being horrible later. But the first episode, I don't think he really talks. I'm going to dry some of this red here. I don't want it to be as dark. I want it to blend in a little more. So I'm just taking it off with this napkin a little bit. And I might erase where these highlights are, like erase the pencil marks. And then I have some acrylic markers that I can use over there. And the acrylic markers should allow me to make sure that the highlights I want are there. I'm probably going to go back in with black because I like the look of some places just being a little bit defined, especially like the eyes. Okay. I feel good with that. I feel like I put that a little bit. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good with how her face looks. Eyes. The eyes, I don't want to make them red. I think that'd be weird. Yellow, orange, red. What is a good darker color? Maybe green, but I freaking hate green. I don't know. I use it all the time because I love trying to draw flowers, and my flowers always kind of, they're not that good. But I don't like green. I don't think green for yellow, orange, and red is going to look good. But I also don't think blue is either. Maybe purple. You know what? I could. Can you see the other paper? You can't. Damn it. I was going to just do a quick swatch of yellow. I'm going to do it right now while I'm talking. Yellow, orange, and red, and then put a couple of the dark colors below it and just see which one I think looks nice. Because I could also go purple. Purple might get it done for the look that I want. Let's see here. So I got the yellow, orange, red. I'm going to do a blue. The blue is giving me like, it's a sense of like, you know, when kids are drawing and they're just drawing with all those beautiful colors, but it's like it's a child's rainbow. Whereas I kind of like a certain palette, if that makes sense. Like I like certain colors to come together, not necessarily just rainbow. Darker purple doesn't look good either. So I'm not loving the blue, but the purples do not look good. Let's see what a pink might look like. I could try to do a pink. I could get into these little sparkly things over here too. The pink might be nice, but it's just not dark enough. But I could just do it anyway. I might could use brown. I could use maybe pink and brown. Maybe brown could be the I think I'll do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the hair pink, and then I'm gonna go back on top with brown to give it like, I guess, depth, maybe highlights or something. I don't know. When it comes to art, I really feel my way through it. I don't really have like super defined plans and stuff like that. I just try my best with what in the moment just feels good and looks good. So I'm gonna do this pink. Pink is actually pretty. If I want to grow with pink hair, it'd be nice. So I'll do that. And then the background, what am I going to do for the background? Do I want to leave it white? I kind of don't, but I also think if I add more colors, it's going to start to look weird. It's going to start to look too weird. So I have a small, I have this, what's this dang on thing called? Again, I forget the name. Brush. Whew. I have this brush. I feel like this is not small enough to get the details like I want. If I can get the details with that brown, then I might not need to go back in with the pen. But I got to get the details. I got to get those eyelashes popping. What I say at the beginning. What I say. Okay. Maybe I can just use one of those really dark browns. That might look good. Yeah, I'm gonna use this very, very dark brown that I have. And I just use like cheap stuff, dollar store, Five Below. I just do not have money to do a bunch of like super official name brand type dang on utensils and crayons and watercolor. What's that called? Category? What? I don't know what I'll be talking about. I'm going to just make her eye just a flat brown because I'm going to come back with that white acrylic pen to brighten up those highlights. I may or may not do some erasing. Every time I make people that the eye be off a little, just a little, and I don't know why or what I'm doing that's causing that. Anyway, I'm gonna come back and possibly erase the pencil. My brain is like, I'm not working for you today. I did use a lot of my brain to figure out how to get this set up. Because, like I said, I've never done the video for one. And for two, it has been quite a while since I've done any videos. I used to do a lot of art journal and junk journal videos. And then I kind of fell off and things happened and I changed jobs. And so I just didn't have time for it. And then I finally was like, I am doing art. I love art. I'm not going to just not do art. So I started back doing art, but I started doing paintings. large paintings. Did I show them to anybody? Not really, just my family and friends. But I was still doing it. Yeah, right. I was still doing it though, getting it in. So, some experience with being on camera at least, and making art and putting stuff online. But it's been so long that it does feel a little scary. Let's give her jaw some definition just so we see a difference between the face and the neck here. I do want to try a looser style too with the watercolor. Not there yet, but I would like to do that eventually. Let some of it bleed into some of it. She's looking good. I don't know what to do as far as her lips. Lip color, I'm not sure on. Maybe we'll just do a lighter brown or something. Okay. I like how that's kind of bleeding into each other. Looks cute. I want to get this chin a little bit of definition. Nothing too crazy, but and then maybe just where the edge of the lip is. Just a little something. And be careful because sometimes I make it look really stupid when I start giving too much definition. Some of these browns I need to pick up a little bit so I don't want these mouth browns to, I don't want these to bleed that much. It can bleed a little bit, not too much. And this has got a lot going on, so I'm gonna just pick that up and then come back in with a less wet brown and give it a little bit more. Okay, so that's looking good. Now we want to, she has some laugh lines. I could try to put brown there, but I don't think I want to. I do want the eyes to pop a little bit more, so I'm going to put a little bit of brown like in those corners. Doesn't have to be the whole eye. Okay, got some bleeding over here. That's not too bad. Okay, it's looking good. That's looking good. Oh, I probably need to go into this neck area or this collarbone area and get some brown in there too. I want to put something floral. I love floral. I don't feel like I'm the, you know what? No, we gonna speak positive today. I love floral and I like drawing it. Period. So I want to put something floral in here today, but what do you put for the summer? I guess a cactus, but now you're talking about cactus. Now you're talking about greens, which I just said I don't want. Didn't you listen to me? Dang it. So yeah, I don't really want greens. I wonder about, I like playing with the idea of like brown flowers, like a brown rose. So that might be cute. If I have the energy, because I do have low energy type issues, it'll be I think it would be good to edit this some. But also I was talking a lot about God knows what, so. But I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of getting done with the picture. Because now we're going to be talking about the what's that thing? The background. Okay, I don't need this small brush for this part. I want a bigger brush to kind of play with some brown in the hair. My foot done went to sleep. I think I need to stand up. Ah! Dang, you was going to have me fall over, wasn't you? Ooh. 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 I think it's because I'm sitting on the edge of this chair. My butt cheek fell asleep, y'all. Let's see. I like the pink coming through behind the brown. So I'm going to try not to do too much to overpower that. Okay. She's looking very cute. Although her lips, what's going on with those lips, ma'am? We're going to do brown. Or I guess I could mix a brown and a red. Where am I mixing? I don't have anywhere to mix. I'm going to just mix on this paper over here. That's too much red. Let me get some more of this brown. Okay, that's kind of nice. Okay, that's kind of nice. And then I'm going to very carefully come in and try to let it bleed some. Try to keep the highlights. Try to go around where the lips are darker, which is like the inner, the part that's touching like your mouth or whatever. Let's see. Okay. And then now I need to kind of outline. I probably should have used a smaller thingy for this, the smaller brush. I'm going to start to get the words right. And then y'all going to be like, oh my gosh, she got the words right. What are we going to do now? Okay. Oh, she's looking fierce. Ferocity. I love her. Does not look like my inspiration photo. I have to show y'all my inspiration photo and see. I really don't. I ain't got to do nothing but what? That's right. Stay black and die. I'm so blind. What y'all see on the screen, though, I feel like it's not even coming close to what I'm seeing. Because she's looking great. So great. And then I think you with hair, you're supposed to make some parts look darker, I think. And I'll probably add some white to some of that. Okay, so now the question is, what are we doing here? What's this all about? I did a thing where I tested what the glittery watercolors looked like so I can see what they look like on a page, because it was confusion for me. The glittery watercolors were like, they look one way on the palette, but they look a different way on the actual page. So let's see. This is my art journal where I do art and collaging, but this other one I'm working on now. Look at this girl. Ew, so cute. Let's see. So, here we go. You can see some of the shimmer. Oh yeah, the shimmer is amazing. Now, looking at what she got going on, which one looks good? This, not that greeny thingy. What? I'm gonna have to turn the thing upside down so you can see it. This might look good. I don't know. That feel like that's gonna muddy it too much. You know what? I could just go for the gold color. Yeah, I could just go for the gold color. Oh, I did another thing in my journal the other day that is so pretty. It's just gold and a girl and some collage to make her outfit. But I messed up because I was supposed to make it. I thought I wanted to make like a ball gown type thing, but I didn't. So then I thought I could color over it with another gold pen, but I couldn't because it was a different gold color. A mess. But I still like it. So I could go in with the gold watercolor. I could leave it white. I don't know. I think I'm gonna finish the rest off camera because I don't know what I'm doing, and I need some time to figure it out. And this is very long, so I'll probably just upload it like this. Maybe I'll chop and screw it and try to edit it later. But yeah, so I'll come back with the finished product or add it at the end of the video or put it on Instagram and be like, y'all gotta go to my Instagram to see that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that you got some of your art done while you were watching and felt like you had somebody to chat with you and distract you and all that good stuff. And I will see you later. Bye.